It's Victory Monday, baby. Let's go. How about them Cardinals? How about them Cardinals? All y'all, oh man, real quick, before we even start the show, okay? I have a lot of Cowboy friends, fan friends, who was talking all kinds of ish all week long, talking about they're gonna whoop us, they're gonna blow us out. I had friends that aren't even Cowboy fans telling me that they were expecting the Dallas to destroy us. No sir, no sir. Getting beat by journeyman quarterback Jacoby Brissett, baby. Woo! Plenty to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right to the damn thing. Welcome back to Cardinals Daily. I'm Eddie Law. If you're part of the squad, hey, riding here since day one, I appreciate the hell out of you, all right? If you're new here, smash the sub button. Join the team. It really helps out the channel. The more we grow, the better content we can bring you every single day. Red Sea, let's get right to it. Cardinals take the dub, 27-17 in Dallas, in Jerry World, in front of Geezer, Jerry Jones, who looks like the Crypt Keeper. If you guys don't know who the Crypt Keeper is, Google some all right? Get to it because it is hilarious. What a night. What a night, Red Sea. Breathe it in. Save the receipts. Because the Arizona Cardinals walked into AT&T Stadium, prime time under the lights, backs against the wall. Every talking head writing us off, including Screaming A. Smith and Ryan Clark. I like Ryan Clark. Could give a crap about Screaming A. Smith. The only smart man on that whole panel was Jason Kelsey, who picked us. All right? Anyway, every talking head wrote us off for this game. And we punched the Dallas Cowboys in the mouth on Monday Night Football, baby. Final score, Cardinals take it. And it's dope, 27-17. And not because they got lucky. Not because Dallas imploded. But because Jonathan Gannon team finally showed up. We played disciplined, physical football. And we look like a team that finally understand it's like they get it now. So let's talk about it. This wasn't just another regular season game. This was a tipping point moment. Arizona came into week 9, 2-5, season on the line, on life support. National media calling for trades, talking about blowing it all up, talking about Kyler Murray's future or lack of one. Dallas fighting in the NFC East, trying to prove that they belong with the top tier of the NFC. Their house, their crowd, their spotlight in Jerry World. And on top of it, Jacoby Brissett getting the start after days of speculation, misdirection, smoke screens, and drama about whether Kyler Murray was going to go or not. Pressure was sky high. And what did the Cardinals do? Delivered, right? Like a pizza. Delivered like a really good pizza. If it's late, it's free. One late, baby, on time. Let's start with Jacoby Brissett. This dude came in composed, professional, efficient. Right? That's why he's on the roster. Doesn't force anything. Didn't panic. Didn't play hero ball. Just ran the offense. Controlled the tempo. Kept drives alive. Took what the defense gave him. Even when Petzing tried like hell to screw us over in the fourth quarter. Again. All right? We'll talk about that tomorrow because that really irritated me. But he played smart football. Right? A couple clutch third down. Actually, more than a couple clutch third down throws. He was money in from third down. Again, I'll get all these stats all together for you guys tomorrow. This is just my reaction to the game. From last night, of course, but he uses legs in key moments. The veteran savvy, the run game, physical run game. I know James Conner's hurt and all that, and Trey Benson's hurt and all that, but Emari DeMercado earning his starting job back. Bam Knight contributing. Didn't see anything of anybody else really, but either way, those two guys killers last night. Perfectly done. Beautiful football for those two guys for sure, right? Exactly the type of 1-2 punch that this scheme is built for, right? Outside of having a star name like a Breece Hall or something like that, which I still want, by the way, Monty, if you can make it happen. But when this team stays ahead of the sticks, they look like an NFL offense, like a legit one. Offensive. The fourth quarter, again, the collapse started. The offensive line got tired, but the defense is like, you ain't blaming us for this one this time. No, sir. No, sir. All right? Look, Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, what else can you say, first of all, about Trey McBride? That's TE1 energy, baby. Chain mover, security blanket, X factor. All right? Couple big plays and drew the safeties in and all that. Michael Wilson, reliable, right? And Marvin Harrison Jr. looking like the wide receiver one. He's just 4 yards away from a 100-yard game and a touchdown. And this a day or so after his dad was talking all that stuff about like, oh man, I'd have to give my gold jacket back if I was on this offense. Relax, bro. Your son's in, you're not. You sit back and shut up in the stands. Chill out, okay? Anyway, the offense wasn't explosive. It was surgical. And that's scarier at times, right? Now let's talk about the dog mentality on defense. Because there was some dogs in that defense tonight. Because this Cardinals defense heard everything this week. Can't finish games. I said it. Can't rush the passer. I said it. Can't stop the run. I said it. Can't hang with playoff offenses. I said it. And they responded. Now I'm not saying this is me, but everyone was saying it. This front came with violence. Baron Browning was scaring the crap out of the offensive line. Josh Sweat got the Dak Prescott a couple times. Constant disruption. But here's the story. Walter Nolan III and Calais Campbell. All right? Walter Nolan, youth, juice, motor. Coming out party for the kid. First game, I think first game he played this season. The kind of game where fans go, yep, that's the future. Calais Campbell, 39 years old. Who cares? Who cares? Making it happen. Doing it for us old guys, right? I'm seeing it as Calais, so I'm with him. I'm with him. Let's go. Linebackers, discipline. Didn't get bullied by the misdirection whatsoever. Fit the gap. Swarmed to the ball. Zaven Collins, he looked good. Right? He had that one where he got juked by Dak. Otherwise, he'd gotten his own sack. But he did share a sack there later on with Calais Campbell. The DBs were everywhere. Buda Baker was everywhere, looking like vintage Buda on top of that. Garrett Williams stepping in big, making plays his first game back after missing a few games, I think. And Will Johnson making a couple big plays as well. Dude, Denzel Burke making some big plays tonight. The rookie showed up. That was amazing, honestly. Right? They forced Dallas into mistakes. They didn't break in the red zone like earlier this season. And the biggest difference, they closed. Right? Fourth quarter came in, instead of folding like previous weeks, slammed the door right in Jerry Jones, punk ass face. So for a defense that's been the storyline for the wrong reasons, tonight was a reset, a statement. Credit where it's due. Jonathan Gannon and Nick Roush coached the best game of the season, arguably the best game since they got here. Right? Aggressive when needed, smart with the clock, halftime adjustments were solid, composure all game long. They look like a team. This looked like a team that has bought in again. Right? A team that believes in what it's building. A team that wasn't right up by the stage of the moment. You want culture? This is culture. You want receipts? This is when culture cashes in. Right? So what now? Suddenly 3-5 feels very different than 2-6, right? Suddenly the trade deadline, talk kind of changes a little bit. Suddenly the Cardinals aren't dead. They're dangerous. A team that's young, getting healthy, and now has confidence on the national stage. Do they still have issues? Absolutely. We're not perfect. A playoff push is going to be really difficult, right? But competitive football to win some games, very possible. All right. Are they a perfect football team? Nope. But tonight they showed identity. Physical, disciplined, efficient, resilient, and we closed. Beautifully done. And if this is the version of the Cardinals we get the rest of the way, buckle up. Because we're not done yet. Right? Big time win, prime time win, culture win, statement win. Cardinals defeat the Cowboys. Momentum, belief, the fire is lit. Do not blink. It's going to be fun. We'll break down snap counts, film notes, and all kinds of stuff tomorrow, of course. But, the trade deadline implications, obviously, the trade deadline, I believe, is today. I forgot what time, but either way. And trust me, things just get a whole lot more interesting in Arizona off of this. A lot more interesting. All right? Don't be one of those people that misses out. Hit that sub button right now. Hit the like. Leave a comment. Tell me right now. Was this a turning point or a one-night spark? We'll find out. But that brings back the biggest talking point we've had since, I don't know, Kyler went down. Who starts? It was supposed to be Kyler tonight. But I'll tell you right now, I don't know anyone that says that it shouldn't be Jacoby. Because Jacoby Brissett should remain the starting quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals. Yes, I said it. Call it recency bias if you want to. Call it disrespectful to Kyler Murray. I don't care. Call it whatever helps you sleep tonight. But after what we saw last night on Monday Night Football on the road in Jerry World, primetime pressure, backs against the wall, how do you take the ball out of Jacoby Brissett's hands? You can't. What did we see last night? Command at the line, poise in the pocket, progressions, timing, patience. And when he needed to move, he moved with purpose, not panic, like Kyler Murray does every time. No happy feet, no bailout rollouts into sacks, no hero ball, thrown into double coverage. Just grown man quarterback. And this offense is functional, stable, predictable in the best way, right? Predictable like we're gonna execute and you can't stop it. Kind of predictable. Like y'all can't do nothing about it. Trey McBride, trusted. Marvin Harrison Jr., balled out. Other receivers were in rhythm. Everyone got in on the game, right? Offensive line, again, for 3 quarters, really, really good. For 4th quarter, looks scary, but they got it together near the end, of course. This is what competence looks like under center, honestly. We can talk about talent all you want. We can talk about arm strength. We can talk about athleticism and the ceilings and highlight plays and all that. But football is about flow. And with Brissett, we flowing. Quite clearly, we've flown. We look like a confident offense for the first time all season. Drive sustain, which is awesome. Third downs convert, great, about time. The ball comes out on time for the most part. He only missed a couple throws. Like he had like 5 or 6, six or seven incompletions, but the ball still came out on time for the most part, right? There was only like 1 or 2 where he had to rush it. Everyone ate tonight. McBride, Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison was back at his crib or maybe in the suites or something pouting before the game. Everybody looks sharper with Brissett in there, man. It's just, And if your argument is Kyler's more talented and he's a franchise guy, guess what? This isn't Madden. Talent doesn't always equal function. Sometimes the guy who runs the machine better wins the job. Ask Brock Purdy. Ask Tom Brady when he was a rookie. You know what I mean? You get it, right? Did you notice the body language of this team last night? Calm, confident, businesslike, no panic moments, no sideline meltdowns, no guessing who the leader is. Jacoby Brissett is the leader. He's the man with the pants in this family. All right, big in a massive game that we needed, right? He stabilized. Look, this shouldn't be surprising to anybody that's watched Jacoby Brissett in his career. 10 years in, right? He stabilized organizations and other organizations in chaos, except for the Browns, because the Browns can't be helped, right? He's led playoff pushes. Right, this team believes in him, and when your roster rallies behind the quarterback, you don't sit him at all. Just because the depth chart said, July said someone else's quarterback won, right? QB won. This isn't a Kyler sucks take, mind you. It doesn't. This isn't a trade Kyler like right now, right? If Kyler's still your investment, is your talent, you can't get what you should get for him, or you can't find a trade partner. Like it's a bad spot for it, sure. You know what I mean? But right now, long-term isn't the focus. Winning football games is. And if Kyler's fully healthy, amazing. Let him sit in the back a little bit. Maybe. Look, man, I know Call of Duty is about to come out. I'm joking. I'm not doing a Call of Duty joke with that guy. But let him sit back. Let him see what a professional quarterback looks like that doesn't pout or throw a fit like a toddler, Kyler, or panic every freaking second of the game. Let him earn his job back. Right? Through performance, mind you. Not contract value, not because he was number 1 pick and all that. He has time. Arizona has time. Brissett has momentum. Ride the hot hand. Why not? Jonathan Gannon talks about standard accountability and earned roles, right? Jacoby Brissett, he just earned the hell out of that start last night, and he's earned another one, right? If you bench a guy after that performance just because the contract says so, your culture is fake and you're a garbage head coach. Plain and simple. All right, reach down there, find your pair, grab them, okay, and tell the world Jacoby Brissett is my quarterback until he shows that he shouldn't be. I don't care what Kyler does. Let him pout. Who cares? All right, but for the first time in a long time, Gannon, find your pair, grow a pair if you don't have one, because we know Petzing doesn't, okay, and do what needs to be done. If this regime truly wants to build a winning standard, you reward winning behavior. Right now, Cardinals are competitive, composed, and dangerous with Brissett running the offense. Until someone beats him out of it, pause, he stays. This league isn't about promises or press clippings or draft status or highlight reels. It's about results, right? And Jacoby just led the Cardinals to a primetime statement victory. Look, the franchise, they needed it. As a franchise, we needed that win. He's running the offense cleaner than it's looked in 2 years, really. He's stabilizing the locker room. He's elevating everyone around him, right? So say it with me. Loud and apologetic. Say it loud. Jacoby Brissett is the starting quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals. And if somebody takes it from him on the field, he stays QB1. Man, that game last night was too much fun. Too much fun. Folks, enjoy your week. We'll look ahead at Week 10 tomorrow. We'll look at some of the things, of course, from this game. The good, the bad, and the ugly, of course. We'll look ahead to Week 10. But for now, hey, just enjoy your victory. Your victory Tuesday. I said Monday, but it's Tuesday. But enjoy your victory Tuesday, because it's gonna be a beautiful day. I'm just happy. All right, that's gonna do it for this episode of Cardinals Daily. I made a lot of you hit that sub. Tell your friends. Bring them all over. Let's load the team up. All right, let's get that sub number to 1,000 as soon as we can. All right, hit the bell, hit the like, leave a comment. Let me know. What did you think of this win against the Cowboys? Do you think this is the start of something big? The end of Kyler? Or are we going to see him come back and maybe the example was enough for him to turn it around? I don't know. Let's discuss it, all right? It's going to do it, folks. I will see you all tomorrow. Red Sea, we got one. Go Cardinals.